Hello everyone and welcome back. I am Duke Silver. Today we are going to be playing some Loki, and for those of you wondering that don't already know, the Storybook Brawl servers are back up. They were down for about 2 days, but they are good to go now. But yeah, we get a free roll here on Loki. I mean, classic Loki rolling on turn 1. Obviously, we would love a shrink spell or a roll the dice. That would be make us exceptionally strong. Fortunately, we win this combat though. We do get a forbidden fruit on turn 2, which is a good spot to get it. We do pick up an egg just to try and keep our health total high. And yeah, fortunately for us, opponent doesn't have too many stats there, although the ranged attack almost did us in, but the size of that kitty cut purse allowed us to keep our egg and win that combat. And now we have a 4 glory this turn, so we're going to have 5 units plus our including our egg anyways. We're going to take the Sure Shot plus the Mim here. I mean, if we can just get this 5 power ranged attack, that's like, should be enough to win most combats anyways. Just because like it's a value trade, of course. And yeah, we win our 4 glory, so we get our Queen of Hearts, which gives us another, and we get another Queen of Hearts in the shop, which is great. So we just pick up the other Mim there, which just allows or adds to our evil count here. And we played the egg up front just because we don't actually care if it dies at this point. Which it didn't. I mean, it's still there, so that's good. We found a Shadow Assassin, and we gotta make a wish, or we gotta wish upon a star here. So we're gonna do everything we can to win this combat, which means we're gonna play this donkey. And basically we're gonna hope that the Queen of Hearts and hope the donkey gets some amount of value, and hope this Queen of Hearts is enough. That's a really good trade to trade our eggs there, but that's 7 power. What you call it? Sure Shot is just a little bit too much for us, and I think if we attack right into the Mad Mim there, we do win, or potentially we have a shot at winning anyways. But we do get the tie there, which is fine. We don't take damage, so that's good, and we're 1 XP up. So overall, still a fine combat anyhow. And yeah, we're on 4 early. I mean, we're gonna take this Juliet. It's just we took the Nutcracker as well, just adding a couple 4s to our board is a good way. Like, we don't want to like overcommit to this this Queen of Hearts and just like force evils. So diversifying our board, I think, in this spot is pretty good. Like, especially since we don't have like an incredibly synergistic board at the moment. So giving us opportunities to be able to branch out, like with this Romeo after we took this Juliet. So we get paid off for speccing on this Juliet, for taking it just for tempo purposes. Also, we're going to take this 3 pair, of course, and the monster book is also looking really good here to me. So we're just figuring out what to sell, and we end up selling the Crafty and the Sure Shot. I guess pretty easy there, just the weakest characters, and we don't even have them paired up. This Rumple does have double Chupacabra plus Romeo Juliet here, so they've got a board for sure. It looks like maybe they used their spinning gold just this turn. And yeah, they are going to get the win here with their Juliet. We could have taken out one of their supports for to minimize a little bit more damage, but overall, it's not too big a hit. So these treasures not exactly the most exciting. We're definitely just taking Haunted Helm. We don't have any Slay characters. We do have the Shadow Assassin, so if we like tried to like find Slay characters, then that kind of benefits in that way. But I just don't think that's worth speculating on, anyways. Like the Bad Moon, anyhow. Anyways, we get the helm, we put the Nutcracker in the helm slot. Makes our attacks a little bit awkward just because our Shadow Assassin wants to be attacking first, but we need that health on the Nutcracker, and we sell down at the end there just for a Cindy. It's gonna take like 4 turns, but we will get the level 2 treasure eventually from Cindy. And honestly, like, it's not even that bad. Like, if having a Cindy finish on level 6 is actually like, there's a couple of different treasures that scale really well with the game, like Hermes boots and magic runes, and noble steed also are all excellent hits at level 6, and allow us to help. Like, I mean, magic runes at level 6 is basically treasure map, right? So I think a lot of people kind of overlook that fact. Like people will dig for treasure map, but yeah, magic runes can also do the thing. Okay, we pick up a Fool's Gold. Pretty easy pick there. I mean, it's Loki. Loki with Fool's Gold, just kind of like peanut butter and jelly, right? It just goes together. All right. Fortunately for us, the Falling Stars does kill the Juliet as well as the Romeo here, allowing us to actually get our Juliet summon. And there's another player playing Romeo Juliet, so that's 3 of us in this lobby playing Romeo Juliet here. We get a free greedy. I don't think we play it. It's just, yeah, it's not bigger than anything else on the board. But I mean, I guess if we have a free board space, we might. We have a Juliet in the shop, and there's a Sky Castle. I do like Deck of Many Things, and Helm is not bad either. But we're gonna go with the Sky Castle. That gets to like a reroll on our level 4 treasures. And we could take either Krampus Slate or Deck of Many Things here. And with this golden book, like, I don't mind taking Deck. That means that Scions are gonna get pretty large by the time we get there. We could just go for the Krampus Slay, but we're against the Ghost. They might have just like a level 2 treasure, so forcing the Krampus Slay on this turn is not exactly what we want. Pick up a second Robin Wood there, so having a 5 pair is always great. And again, with this Cindy going off a little bit later, like with the 5 pair, a Magic Runes is very, very good. Like a level 6 treasure ahead of schedule is still very, very powerful. Well, like I said, I view Magic Runes as like basically treasure map. Speaking of treasure map, there it is. Which unfortunately that means that we are going to have to get rid of our Cindy. So I know I built up this this Cindy getting done at 6.0 and maybe getting Magic Runes, but it turns out we're just gonna get 3 progress counters off of it and just get rid of it anyways. Looking for 5 pairs now. I mean, we're hoping for a Robin Wood, but we do find a Nian and we just sell our bench for it, including Cindy. All right, looks like opponent has a lot more stats than us potentially. And I mean, we get a very fortunate Rotten Apple into Falling Stars to take out that Robin Wood. And yeah, it looks like we have with the Juliet resummon even through the scams. It's just too big, and we end up getting there. We get to roll the dice and into 3 big pigs. I mean, it's another 5 if we happen across a couple more. I mean, we don't, but just in case we did, it was worth speculating on probably with 32 health. So now we have to choose between World Tree and Holy Grail, basically the 2 like most powerful treasures in the game. And I mean, like, Holy Grail would give us a full board immediately. Like, Holy Grail gives you that immediate strength, and World Tree, like, we would have to piece together a board. I mean, we're on 6 now, and we're on 6 1 turn early, but we are in top 4 already, so opponents are going to be strong. So instead, we just opt for the Holy Grail here, and we're just going to build a very strong board next turn. Yeah, combat looks to be going all right. It's a relatively strong board over there, but fortunately for us, we have a decently strong board as well. All right, unfortunately, we do lose the combat. We do take a big 10 damage, which is a lot. We get a fog from Loki this turn, and we don't really have like a great plan going in here. So we're basically just gonna take everything and hope that something materializes. There's that Scion. Like I said, Scion got pretty big with the deck and the Golden Monster book. So Scion definitely plays here as a 50-50. We do find a bunch of evils, so we're not gonna bother with good boys. There was another Scion, which we definitely should have taken, and another one, but I was rolling a little bit too quick there. We do find a Pandora's box from our pumpkin triple there. And we took an Ambrosia, which maybe we should have taken Summoning Portal. Summoning Portal might be just better in pumpkin. But yeah, we went with the Ambrosia anyways. I mean, Ambrosia works pretty well as well, and like it's also Ambrosia is like a more flexible treasure, so just in case we did end up finding a bunch of trees, like putting like an Ashwood in the Ambrosia slot makes a huge difference, or like an Echo Wood or something. Get a Pigomorph out of our monster book there, which is great. And we're gonna knock down this Rumple a lot harder than we needed to, as they were at 1 HP. And we get a Mirror out of our Pandora's box, which Mirror pretty good with Pumpkin comp, well with Oni Tyrant anyways, at least. So now we definitely want to find Medusas. There's an apple tree here, which like if we were just wanted to go full scam, like it's definitely an option. But I think we want to play the Scion because when the Scion gets resummoned with Mirror, it actually gets one bigger. Because normally Scion is a 0/0, and so the stats on it are from its ability. So like when Mirror resummons it as a 1/1, and then it gets all the stats from its ability, it actually gives it +1/+1. Speaking of Scions, there's another one, and also a Medusa. So I think we are gonna lock here. We could have sold down for the Medusa potentially, but I was running out of time and I wasn't 100% sure I wanted to. I mean, we would if we'd done that, we would have gotten out of our Boomhilda pair. And I mean, level 6 treasures we still value. And there's that mirror Scion summon here. Opponent gave us the GG, but we don't knock them out here. But maybe they just think that they can't win from this spot. All right, we take our second Scion here, which I'm not sure that we're gonna play because we are still pumpkins. Like we still want to have a predominantly evil board, but also okay, actually, so something that I didn't realize in them until late, and this is kind of like the whole I guess like whole premise of the video is like we were very close to being able to assemble a very fun comp here, where basically like next turn I was gonna put the Echo Wood into the Ambrosia slot. We get a level 6 treasure here, which is 9th book, which is kind of the catalyst for the idea for the comp. Which I should have done it already just because of so many stats. But yeah, I put Echo Wood in the Ambrosia slot, which makes it golden, of course. And then we have their 2 Scions up in the front row. And so when the Scions get resummoned with Mirror, like I said, the stats are applied to the 1/1 as soon as it gets resummoned. Like you don't see it on the board, but the Echo Wood sees that. And so the Echo Wood would gain all the stats that the Scions have. So basically we would have with 2 Scions being resummoned, then the Echo Wood would become like a 280 because they're becoming 70s, right? And then with the 9th book, with the Scions dying, they would be just casting more spells and scaling themselves. But unfortunately the lobby ended before we could assemble that comp. But in theory, next turn was going to be wild. I mean, we could have done it this turn, but I was just a little bit too slow. And I mean, like the Oni Tyrant with the pumpkins is still a great Ambrosia slot. But yeah, we were that close to greatness, anyways. so I still wanted to upload this and kind of explain that interaction. And yeah, that's definitely one of my favorite ways to play the game is like those kind of like off the wall like Scion summoning comps. You can use like what do you call it? Captain Croc for the same effect as well. So when Scion comes out of the Croc, Echo Wood will see all the stats that Scion has, because Scion comes out as a 0/0, and then the game checks for how many spells we've cast, and it gets that many stats, and then Echo Wood sees those. So yeah, you can set up some pretty fun comps like with copycats and whatnot, and Captain Croc and Scions inside. So you pop out extra Scions, and then Echo Wood sees every one of those Scions pop out, and just keeps getting bigger and bigger. And yeah, I don't know. Those are a lot of fun, but they rarely come together because you need some very specific circumstances. But yeah, when they do, they're a lot of fun. But yeah, let me know if you enjoyed this. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Do all that fun stuff that helps the algorithm. I would be very grateful for that. And yeah, I hope you all have a great rest of your day. I'm glad Storybook Brawl servers are back. It means the game is not dead. And yeah, I will see you tomorrow.